4AM as well. AWM available, Car 98K, a Mini 14. They have the long-range advantage. They can just get involved in all these fights. Vitaly, though, 2 for 2, over on top of Stalwart. And that'll be them laddering up to a 4th place at least.
Guaranteed 4th place. Points starting to rack up for Vitaly. With their main competition going down early as well, it's going to be tricky. Here comes the roll-up for Alpha 7 for Angry Men. They do have a lot of snipers, but they've got a lot of firepower in those close-range fights too. Just Revo as the backline has been isolated. Revo moves forwards, a third of his HP, and that's swiftly snuffed out. 4 Angry Men are dominant here in the open fields. 4 Angry Men with more to do, though, against Vitaly and DRS.
I mean, I was saying from day 2 that the way 4AM was playing on day 1, I felt like it was in the back pocket for them. Vitaly steps out for just a second. WWX with the M4 just sends the bullets in. That'll be Inco down, up to 15 eliminations now. AWM still in pocket. DRS, I still think that this is a team that can challenge versus 4AM. Circle will definitely be a big factor in this last engagement.
This is massive for 4AM, not only because of the difference that they have in points to the top of the tables, but also to stop DRS as well, who are a team ahead of them. If 4 Angry Men can convert here, it's huge.
30 points is what we were asking for. Right now, 15 eliminations, a potential 3 more. 33 points total would be huge. WWX brings out the big boy. The AWM looks over towards that direction. Unfortunately, with DRS, with the circle at their back, they will have to move forward. So a knock at this point of the game, this stage of the game, it's not going to be too influential. Jing Chen picks himself up a vehicle. They know they'll need cover going into this last fight. Through the smoke. This is so smart from 4AM. They really are setting up this end game very well. And they're already inside the next circle, which was their biggest problem, John.
2 players move forward, and now Jing Chen is given that platform to move in. The movement from 4AM is disciplined now. Svan, WWX, Jing Chen on a wide split. Svan repositioning now, wants to get a little bit tighter on in, and that puts all of them in the next circle.
This smoke usage is disgusting. And honestly, at this point in time, I think 4AM's kind of played the winning move, right? This is almost checkmate. With them in such a defensive area, and DRS now forced to walk down the hill, coming into zone 9. But that's a great refrag, a great re-knock onto Jing Chen. Now in a 1v2, it's going to be difficult for him to pick them back up again. Svan has to put the hurt down over toward DRS. That's going to require a first aid kit, but he finds another. Down to 1 in just Giante. Svan's taking this all home by himself.
15 eliminations so far. They want to rack up 18 blank. It would be a monumental 33-point game for them. And Delta is going to go down. A 16th point on the elimination card for them now this game, and Jing Chen is rezzed. WWX has the nade, launching it on forwards. Behind the tree it goes long, and Renox rules. Gianti now, the last on the menu, and 4AM are hungry. They want to take it here, they want to take it now, and the top of the tables is not safe.
Move through, some high ground potentially. Circle moves a bit further away from S2G. That is absolutely disastrous for Alter Ego. At this point in time, they needed no casualties coming through. Getting up towards that high ground position was fantastic for them. S2G will have to move on the next zone, but Alter Ego, they need to play their cards right now. They need to be calm, they need to be patient, they need to breathe this one out.
Like a spotted Silas, picking up points for the squad. Snipes last for Geek Fam. A team that we haven't seen too much of. And S2G need to do the work now, Blank.
It has to happen now, purely because of the open ground in front of them. With one player already taken down, taken low off of Hamzy G. Potato, a nade over the top, a good lob. Fnatic still on knee, looks to be picked up. Potato is providing them a little bit of support. And outside the play zone go down DRS.
10 eliminations now on the board for Alter Ego in the final zone. Shots over towards the high ground there from Silas, but S2G are going to have to leave into the sightlines of everybody else looking their way. Fnatic gets knocked. There's a crossfire established, but out go the smokes and out go the vehicles. S2G with a fast crash across the road. Razy goes down, opened up on as well. The rest of Alter Ego looking to finish it here and now. Silas is cut out of the fray, and now the players at the back are all they have
gave
left.
it all.
S2G are gone. It's only Geek Fam. The reses are available, and 4 players from Alter Ego, a high ground position, and that's all they need. Alter Ego, take it.
The only saving grace is that Nade takes down top. WWX has to hit this first aid kit soon, but he's out into the open now. I think 4AM's going to struggle. Already down to just 1 player in WWX, and he has to hit one of these shots.
5th place for Alter Ego. Ravenclaw nearly gets away with it, but WWX, Meerkat's back underneath, peeks down. Wolves are now looking to roll on in and play from the bottom of the hill that everybody else has struggled with so much, but underneath them, it's action and maybe a little bit of an unknown X factor here. I don't think they know. They're certainly not aware. Steps up, pick feet. Oh, he's whiffed the spray completely. Action now. 3 players bearing down right upon him.
He's
somehow
away.
Gets to some sort of semblance of safety, but he's finally sought out and sanctioned for his trouble.
Wolves versus Vampire, and Vampire up on high. But it's a 4v4, an unlikely setting here on Sandhawk that we see this type of engagement. Both sides own some cover. There's a row between both of them. But Vampire want to end up in the top 8 today. Like Sir Tanny was saying earlier, the coach from the team, this will have to be the clean 1v4. 4v4.
They started the game on none 157.
That is true.
So they are going to
Most
need to...
teams are on the hundreds and somethings.
Exactly. So hopefully with this game, 14 eliminations, they're looking to put more up as well. They might even challenge the 18 elimination game we've seen already today, Blank. Coming on through, but Pick Feet has other ideas. Memory has fallen in the meantime, so 2 players active for the Wolves. 15 eliminations on the card for Vampire with 3 more left to gain. 1 more now stands between them and the chicken dinner. It is Vampire from the bottom of the tables. The godlike stalwart still. I've been looking to control so much of the ground here, but my name P spooks him a little, unfortunately. Doesn't manage to get the better end of the deal. Top will get the flush as well. Kengzo upstairs, hiding in the attic. A monster in his own right. King Kengzo, we called him during the group stages for Buradam. See what he can get done here. Vampire nades over the top, laid into S2G. Silas out the window, escapes from punishment on that one, but that's a lot of damage sent in, and into the Molotov from Schwepp. Has to get burnt down on the cross. The smokes are there, sure, and now it's just 2 players for S2G. 5th place finish, not ideal, but they will take it. 10 eliminations, and it's a big game to put a barrier between them and the teams beneath them. 10 eliminations for Geek Fam as well, but is it time for godlike stalwart to stand up?
Vampire Esports as well, off the back of that fantastic Sandhawk. Maybe looking for even more. They did say they wanted top 8 today. I told Sir Tanny, get top 5.
He's taken that advice to heart.
He absolutely has here.
And imbued that confidence into his team as well.
A little late though, don't you think?
Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, really making me bite my fingernails here, man.
But we've seen how tight those points totals are, Blank, and anything can happen. A miracle run for Vampire from the bottom of the tables after match 3.
For Stalwart, maybe even. It's a real chance. I think for Stalwart, this is a big game for them, considering they were one of the closest chasers towards the top of the lobby. Over the Alpha 7, and they've still got 4 players going. They can rack up some big points here, John. This is last zone now. This will push everyone in. Pika having this high ground position, as well as top, is so unbelievably beneficial for them. Anyone who goes onto this open ground, Pika and top, will be able to play off one another to hit them. So really, really good stuff. These smokes are so good, though, from Geek Fam to get through. Kengzo as well, just blockaded into the attic.
Can't afford to go upstairs, though, as Mike is actually ticking away. I think he caught himself on fire. Didn't expect to finish that one out so quickly, but do so they will. 4 versus 4 versus 4. Urban finish in Pachinki. And the nades start to fly. Vampire with 4. Godlike Stalwart on the south side. Schwepp gets caught. U-High is good for 1. A high elimination game for Geek Fam so far. Nades on in from Vampire towards the godlike stalwart line. Schwepp repositioned towards to go for the res from Fluke. And Nade not really going to punish it here, but Mike has already taken a lot of damage. Ravenclaw, high ground. on the second floor of the building, snipes around the corner, sneaks
Stalwart,
back
though.
on in. Godlike Stalwart can start to move through in the back because Geek Fam have been punished
The
from the front.
burn, no!
And action is going to start to tick away. Snipes the early one to fall on. Geek Fam Micah has the nade but floods out the front and right into the sightlines of Vampire. Godlike Stalwart getting cut down and it's chaos. Another potentially on the cards now as Vampire move in. All four of them are alive and kicking and it is a second game on the cards. They just need the last and it is Vampire Esports. They have hit their stride.
Even further, with the circle not shutting them out just yet. It's getting a little bit terrifying. Law, last remaining influence, Kevin will be taken down by Alpha 7 here. A Brazilian team looking to get back on form towards that top side, have a chance in that final game of today. Certainly still doable for Alpha 7. IHC off in the distance. Next circle will decide all. There is so much interesting terrain in this final circle. But I'd say northeast, northwest, and the south, whichever side this circle decides to center up on, it should win, but it goes right towards the center, and everyone's forced to push into unfamiliar ground. But A7 made that move early. Proactive gameplay. We know how fast, slick these guys are with it.
Alpha 7 have got such a good stronghold now with those silos to use as cover. They can have some pretty significant control. All that it's going to take is IHC having to leave the high ground on the compound that they hold for them to be isolated. And that's going to happen fairly soon. The zone about to shut in about 10 seconds from now, Blank. Fireflux, south side, will need to push in past DRS. They played spoiler to their countrymen. And now DRS on the chase. Can they reignite the S2G hope?
Fireflux send in DRS. Giante looks out the window, takes some shots. Lutz is already down to rules, and DRS are holding pretty well already. Lutz already out of the picture, but rules gets taken down. But look at this, Alpha 7 up in the distance. They're sending in, they're taking no chances.
They're fighting off against Fireflux, though not DRS, which means that there is still another contender against their spot to be worried about. Gianti is split from the rest of the roster. Ketch is allowed to get this res onto Solus, as Gianti not quite finding the utility. There is a burn there, could spread. They do need to move, but he wants to put more into the mixing bowl. Solk low on the outside of this engagement, spotted out by Delta, and 7 eliminations now for DRS. This is big, 4th place already, a 19-point differential between them and the top dogs, S2G. And they want to get more done, but Ketch has other ideas. Forced into the burn. I'm not too sure what you're trying to do there, Ketch, but we'll go down to the play zone, and DRS is still going. 3rd place now, a 17-point minimum gain for DRS.
10 eliminations for Fireflux on that one. That might see them a bit further up the rankings and no longer, sadly, in that 16th place. Revo moving up, spots the smokes, knows there's got to be players around this location now. Just about spotted that shoulder peeking out from the top of the smoke. DRS might be going down here in 3rd place. Mythic behind, waiting, ready, raring to go.
If either Alpha 7 or DRS take a chicken dinner here, this is huge for the top of the tables.
S2G's got to be a little bit more worried. So unfortunate. But for the rest of the tournament, S2G has been absolutely stellar here on Miramar, and it's match 5, day 3, where they dropped the ball with it. This was meant to be their hope over on match 5. That would give them some decent points, knowing that they are the kings of Miramar. But at the moment, they've been dethroned. There's been a betrayal. And the red carpet stained more red by S2G.
The more Alpha 7 can get, the better it looks for a Brazilian playing team to have a chance here. They started off so strong. Remember, the first day ended with the Brazilian 1-2-3. Inco, Alpha 7, Influence, Kemin all at the top of the tables. We thought Alpha 7 might have dropped off day 2, but day 3 has been good to them. 5 eliminations now as they wither IHC stepping up towards them. Carrillo wants to take the fight aggressively. It's characteristic
Delta
of Alpha 7, but a nade over to Mythic on the off angle might give them second thought, might give them pause here.
points. They know they need points. If they can confirm it, it's good. Anything they can get at this stage of the game is brilliant. But they lose another. Alpha 7's down to just 2, and it looks like Delta's cutting out the vehicles from Alpha 7 now. Revo in the back, the clutch maestro from Alpha 7. Looks to maybe 1v2 versus DRS, but this could still be a chicken dinner for them as we even the tide here just a little bit.
It could go any way right now. Stage 9 is closing in 5 seconds. Most central, IHC's position at this stage, Alpha 7, will be cut out by the line that IHC have established. Demo is there, but that's spotted by Killer. A beautiful opening pick for DRS to try and move away from this roadside that they've held for so long. But Revo is there for the refrag. And 3 players for Alpha 7 now back in and healthy versus 2 from IHC and 1 from DRS. IHC with 2, Godless, Zeol, both looking to rotate around into the buggy. Might be a mad send. Killer needs to get rezzed here, and Delta will try and stick that one.
The blue is going to push them at some point. Refrag Revo has to do something special. Going forward, Carrillo, Mafioso. For a bit more, he already finds 1. Delta starts to crawl through. Positions himself just slightly past that cylinder there to make sure he can spawn him, but already Godless finds Carrillo. For Revo, it's really important to find that pick over towards Delta, but he's helping out the rest of his team. How much further can DRS get?
Crawling up from the pits, all these teams with so much to play for, scrambling over one another. And it's Alpha 7 to push DRS's head under and keep themselves afloat. In Miramar, 3 versus 3. Carrillo taking an aid from Demo, and IHC might slow things down. And make it a little bit closer, but Revo is not going to let that happen to his team. Not here, not now, but he might not have a choice. Godless moves in, and Demo at his back. It's Mafioso to go, and IHC's taken away from both DRS and Alpha 7. It's outside, so it is only Godlike Stalwart out there, out in the open. As the Wolves take a fight with Vampire. Over the wall they go, into the breach once more. Silas inside, Ray-Z to follow. Zeol on the top rope, Godless and Alex outside. 3 players from IHC are here and around the ground floor of the building. They will find their fight. Will it be the final one? Only time will tell. Alex puts Kelsey to bed, but Alex is traded off. Will not be flushed just yet. Godless last standing, and S2G have 1 more to deal with. They stay alive. All 4 of them go, and it is not going to stop here. The Terminators from Turkey crunch down on IHC. Nova up to bat. Is it the last? Is this what S2G are looking to find to take on the reigning champions, the defenders? Already out of it. S2G want more. 1 knock on the inside. Order in to play spoiler. It's big, but is it big enough? 2 players now stand for S2G, and Vampire are in the wings.
Hamzy G takes an insane spot there. Silas down, Ray-Z extremely low. It looks like that might just be it. For S2G, how much further can they go? Only 1 player up in Hamzy G. He has to take it all the way versus Nova's 2. 10 eliminations for them. And now just down to 1. But S2G, what a run they've had of it here.
No nades left for Hamzy. They have spent all they have. And with it, they are rewarded. A clash between Vampires and Wolves. A tale as old as time. And this time around, the Vampires reign on. Nova turn their attention away. And Hamzy, he's been spotted by Order. The leg peeking out. Under the vehicle, is there an angle? Is there a bullet to be found? The needle looking to pierce. And that will be it. S2G, 15 eliminations to close it down. A champion's performance in match number 18. And look at that. Elation for S2G. Emotion coursing through their veins. Nova, defending champions, graciously will hand over the title.
But at least show them that there's still other teams out there that can take it to him. despite that S2G went through the ringer to even get to that stage, and 15 eliminations. Zone 9, Vampire looking for the turkey today, but we've already found our turkey right at the top. And now Nova looks to close this one out. That's another one down. Vampire looking for the third. Paraboy is extremely low. Schweppes just has to find a little bit more. Pushed in by the smoke, and that will be it. Vampire take their third chicken of the day.